Okay. So, do we have any declarations of conflict of interest? Approval of the agenda?
Yeah.
Could I just add under new business,
Yes?
or signage, entrance signage, trying to find out where we're going with it.
Sure. Okay, so we'll add that into, and that's in the open session. Okay. Alrighty, and the minutes are in our package. Can I have an adoption of the minutes from May 4th?
Yep.
Moved by Councilor Bernard, seconded by Councilor Duffy. And any business arising from those minutes? So we'll go on to reports. Over to you, Bethany.
All right, we've got our occupational health and safety report attached here. You'll see that we had 89 employee orientations, since we're getting everybody up and running for the busy summer season. One contractor orientation. We had 5 reportable incidents, but all of those were no lost time incidents. We had 3 inspection reports. Nothing really came out of those, no orders or anything. 14 first aid, 14 automatic external defibrillator AED training, and 89 women's 2050. And that's it. Do you have any questions?
Anyone have any questions for Bethany? Okay.
Thank you.
So then we'll move on to the introduction of new business that His Worship added in, and he's looking for an update on the,
There's some signage, and I know that falls under communications. We're trying to get our new signage up, the entrance signage, so hopefully we'll have a plan in place for this year to take care of North Capitol Drive, Lower Malpeque Road, Malpeque Road, St. Peter's Highway, and so forth.
and that comes under the communications department, does it not?
That's right.
Do you have any updates on that?
I don't.
In concert with Public Works and Communication.
And at the last Public Works meeting, the manager indicated that you were that they are trying to put signs underway to get the rusty old signs with the downtown.
Yeah, because we have this signage that are at the entrance of.
Why would that be under communications? That'd be public works now.
It goes through.
Communications, it was approved, this is what the signs look like. It's gonna look like. It's now
That's
public
right, so
works.
after they see the final product, you are correct, it goes to Public Works, but it has to be
But
signed.
he wouldn't have an
off to
update.
They would just sign off to make sure it conforms.
I'm giving them an update because this is going on for 2 years. This is the second year we've been asking. I know that we brought it up last year, right, Councillor Duffy, in Public Works. So I think it's time.
So I would ask the public works, what's the hold?
Well, I did, and because it's communications, he can forward it to them that we want these up. Plus, I wanted to add that we have the old city signage at the head of, or at the start of the 500 lots. They have to be replaced too, and we don't know what they're going to be replaced with. So as I said, the signage that's up there, Councilor Bernard, has been up there since 2004, 2000.
No, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I don't see it falling on communications to make sure the signs are put up, that's public works. Communications approves what the sign looks like, and that's been done.
Yeah.
So now they go back to communications saying, make sure those signs get put up,
Yeah.
not their role.
Yeah, but
Public works.
his role as communications, senior communications officer is responsible for the visual identity policy.
And that's been done in the past.
Yeah, so the visual identity policy for the city is that we get the signs up. That's what I've
No,
been
no,
asking.
public works, get the
Yeah.
signs up.
So
That's already been approved, that's done.
we're coming from this committee to say, get them up. That's what I'm saying. And to
And what I'm
reinforce,
saying, it should be public works.
which also leads up to the storybook, the storyboard signage that we have around the city that dates back to the late 1990s. That hasn't been taken care of yet, so I want the communications officer to forward that again to Public Works. Again, we have to
Well,
work
if I
inside the
had to tell you,
silos.
Public Works would have the design that we approved.
That's correct.
Correct.
It's Public Works that somebody needs to deal with to get the signs up.
So
And I would think that would be Peter.
And that issue came up after the last committee, Bear brought it up, and Scott indicated that they're underway.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is to put the pressure on. That's what we need. We need to,
And that's fine. I just think the pressure comes from the wrong place.
yeah.
It needs to be Public Works, it needs to be Peter,
Yeah,
it needs to be
it's-
the manager, you need to talk to them. Because now, that's approved.
Yeah.
So get the
It was
signs up.
approved, it was approved last year.
Right, so
Yeah.
the question would be to Public Works,
Yeah.
why aren't they up?
But
What's the
that's-
holdup?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna find out, why they're not up. Along with the storyboards that talk about the history of the city. We're supposed to have that replaced also.
At the last Public Works meeting, all it said is it was in the works, but to his worship's defense, it has been, this is like the second year. So Peter, would we be able to figure out,
A timeline.
He's texting them right now.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And the last signage, Councilor Bernard, is the Indigenous signage. There's an Indigenous garden down at the Confederation Landing. If you've been down to see it, you can't read it anymore. So that has to be replaced also, along with the Quebec Prince Edward Island Garden. I know the signage is being replaced there also.
So, all I'm saying is, Philip,
Oh, no,
you know,
Good
if
point.
there's problems, find out from Public Works why it's
Yeah.
not done, what's the
Yeah.
timeline to get it done. You shouldn't have to wait 2 years, because all they do is contract it to a signage company. Say,
It's a
"Here's-
tender process."
Here's the
Fully
model,
agree.
get it done.
Yeah.
And the stuff that's in the Confederation Landing Park, would that be under Parks and Rec, or would
It
that
is,
still
it's
be
under
under?
beautification.
Okay, that would
But
be.
it is.
What's that?
Would that
The
be under
signage, and
Parks
it's in
and?
3 languages.
Right, but because it's in a park, is that Parks and Rec, or is that still Public Works?
Well, Wayne Long are,
The parks are responsible for the signs of the park.
Okay.
well, I know beautification is doing the work in Confederation Landing, because my sister works there.
Yeah. But not the signs, they're doing, the beautification does the flowers and the weeding, so on, that's why she's there, and that's why it's under her department.
Yeah.
The signs is under Parks and Rec, but anyway.
So, and just to add to that, Councilor Bernard, Wayne Long with the Economic Development Department, they want to work on making this part of a beautification effort. So it's just, let's work outside of the silos and let's get it done. I want the signage up like everybody else, and I just keep bringing it up, and I will continue to keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I just think, and my point is you
Yeah, good
bring it
point.
the wrong committee.
Communications does fall under this
So
committee.
if you want it done, find out from Public Works what's the holdup.
And
And
because
it
it's
is
gone in and asked for a time.
Okay, great.
If it does come up again, if it doesn't happen again, I'll bring it up again. So, I'm just gonna stay on this ball.
Okay, so, can I get a resolution now to move into closed session as per section 1191 subsection? That's approved by
Wow.
His Worship, seconded by Councillor Duffy. Okay. All right. Are we offline yet?